Welcome to JasonWhiskyWise. My name is Jason. Welcome to our Whisky Advent Calendar day number 6. And today we're going to be opening door number 6. I'm joined by Mr. Bananas, who is sort of hanging in there right now. I keep sipping his dram, even though he's meant to be drinking it. And he's got my phone, so I can't run away with any whiskey without getting that back off him. So, door number 6, which we've got over here. And I'm going to actually invert these doors right now because that makes life so much easier. There we go. The Glenfiddich Experimental Series Project XX, also known as Project 20. So let me just push that door in. And there we have it. So the Experimental Series Project 20 as its actual name, even though it has XX, it's Roman numerals for 20. This one is actually, I've done a review on this and I'll leave that link just up here. So go and click that link if you want to go and see the full length review. However, this is going to be like a little short video and it's not really a review, this one. This is just like a little tasting notes on each one. So this is bottled at 47% ABV. If you've tried any of the experimental series, I believe the first one was an IPA, the second one being the Project 20, and the third one being the Winter Storm, which just looks phenomenal. If you tried any of those, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. But we're going to get to this one. And yes, I'm going with the whole one because I just feel like it today. So, pour that over there. Actually, I keep it up here because he might want to attack it or take this off me. Ooh. So if you don't know about Glenfiddich's Project XX or Project 20, it's basically an amalgamation which Brian Kingsman allowed 20 of the ambassadors from around the world of Glenfiddich to come to the distillery and choose a cask of their own favouring. Now, I interviewed Mark Thompson, the Glenfiddich ambassador, and he actually said he thought he was getting it given to him as a gift, which would have been quite an awesome thing for himself. However, the malt master, Brian Kinsman, decided to sort of choose and take all these different casks that each person chose and make a whiskey that would pretty much go part of the experimental series. So, sadly, it didn't benefit him, but it benefited everyone else. And thank you very much, Mark, for even giving us a story on the Project 20. The Project 20 over here, as you can probably see, it does contain, I believe, all mainly bourbon casks. I think a couple sherry, and I believe there was one that was a port, if memory serves me well. But I have all that in the main video, so be sure to go and check that out. So, in terms of their experimental series, they're doing something that you don't normally see in whiskey. So their first release was an IPA finish, where they're using the Indian Pale Ale, and it really adds that little hoppiness. This one being 20 different casks, each one giving a little characteristic, and this is bottled at 47%, if memory serves me well. Yep, 47%, and the new one is the Winter Storm. And that one is finished off in ice wine casks, being a 21-year-old whiskey. So really fantastic range from Glenfiddich. So overall, that's about it in terms of the history and about this product. Let's get into the nosing of it. So, into the nose. So, into the nose with the Glenfiddich Project 20. A lot of citrus being very visible and notable on the nose. More notable, not really visible. But like quite ripe oranges. It's following up by sort of stone fruits. And the first thing that came to mind was like a very ripe peach. And then sort of apricots sort of stewing in syrup. You get those in tins, it's apricots and syrup. So a very nice sort of sweeter note behind it. There is a sort of very faint, gentle spice which is rolling in the background, but this is like a candied sort of cinnamon. A very nice sort of honey, sort of nice, I'd say sort of like a light floral honey. But very easy going on the nose, and for 47% this is so easy to nose. It's so gentle. This is one thing I really love about Project XX or Project 20. Gorgeous on the nose, so inviting, so easy. I don't know, I think it's around about £55 in price, and recently a couple of my new subscribers did mention those that they felt the price of the experimental series was a little bit higher, around about $60 in the United States. But here in the UK it's around about 55, and at one point this was not even visible on the market, as pretty much people had bought it all out and left the IPA in mass quantities. So this one's price shot up to £70. And then I picked it up for 55, and I think it's dropped back down to £50. So it's around about £50. Then in dollars, I think it'll be around about 60 euros. So around about that price range. But it keeps getting softer and a bit more fruitier the longer you leave it to nose. And a nice sweetness that sort of rolls out on the end. Next, move into the palate of this whiskey. So, on the palate for this whiskey, it does have that rich blood oranges, but it does give you a sort of like a slightly dark chocolate, bitter character that coming through. Dark cacao. So, I'm going to say like dark chocolate sort of wrapped around these blood oranges. The spice sort of character does make way through a lot more on the palate. It's very faint on the nose. Quite a powerful spice. A little bit of like what reminds me of cloves and sort of winter cooking. Winter spices actually, that's the name of it. It does have again a little bit of cinnamon and a crackle of black pepper. Behind that you're getting a little bit of brown sugar coming through, a nice sweetness. Maybe combined with a little bit of even sultanas, dry fruits. But the nose is still so soft and not really giving so much of that punchy character of the spice which you get on the palate. So very interesting. We'll have a second sip, see what else we can uncover. So after the second sip, I am picking up a slightly sort of fruitier character in terms of the presence of apples, but maybe like I'd say apples, but like slightly cooked apples. With the skins, adding that little bit of a sort of character to it, adding us maybe a little tartiness. It does have a little dry finish, which is giving you a little bit of a slightly dry, short, medium sort of finish in terms of on the finish of this whiskey. But we're going to finally assess the finish of this one. But added to that sort of initial palate tasting notes, so a little bit more apple coming through just at the end and sort of finishing off on the mid and back palate. So into the finish. So into the finish for the Glenfiddich Project 20, it does have, I'd say like a medium finish. I was initially thinking short medium, however I'm going to change that now after holding it on the palate for a bit longer. The spices are coming through, the citrus notes coming through. You marry these two together and you're getting sort of like a spiced orange marmalade. The sort of richness from the orange, the zestiness character coming through, but then the spiciness of these cloves. Sort of like being stewed together in this orange and then sort of just mashed all together. Adding that little dimension of spice, really just sort of changing it and making it add actually to the length of the actual finish. It does have a nice sweeter note. And this is like a brown sugar that's just sort of melting off. And a little tartiness from the apples coming through. Maybe even a bit of stewed apricots in the mixture. So apricots, pears, even a little bit of apple, all together, and then just sort of finishing off, rolling with a little bit of raisin, adding that little bit of a, sort of that little tanny note. Very interesting on the finish of this one. I really like that one. So that's going to be it for the Glenfiddich Project 20. Pretty much went through the whole dram rather quickly, but hopefully you guys did enjoy the little mini review on the Project 20. Let me know your thoughts if you have tried any of the experimental series down below in the comment section. And if you have a question for Monkey, I will read it in an upcoming video. But on that note, I believe that will be it. This has been JasonWhiskyWise. If you have enjoyed the video, drop it a thumbs up. Be sure to click the other videos which I'll leave there, and over here. And also, be sure to hit my subscribe button. If you haven't already subscribed, we are closing in on 500 subscribers, which is going to be absolutely insane. If we can do that before the new year, I will toast to that. I might do something really special for a 500 subscriber special. I know, let me know your thoughts on that one. But on that note, I'm going to leave the video at that. If you have enjoyed, drop it a like, subscribe. It's been JasonWhiskyWise, and I'll catch you all for the next video. Slàinte.